All right, Brianna, and we continue to follow the Hughes fire that broke out just before 11 a.m. at Lake Hughes Road and Dry Gulch Road. First word that we got was that it was 40 to 50 acres, and we have a camera from UCSD. We have some pictures from their camera that they have in place at Whitaker Ridge. I don't know if we can pull that up, but those are the images of the beginning of the fire. Are we able to bring that up? As we're working on that, we want to connect with Dave Brill, who is one of our producers here at ABC7, and he's actually also a professor at College of the Canyons. And Dave, can you hear me? And there's the images I was talking about. Dave, are you still on the line with us?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly. What did you see? And, what is the reaction of the people around you?
Well, I think, well, first of all, College of the Canyons isn't under any immediate threat. I was in my office working on some stuff, and we got a notification from our public information people that there had been a fire that had broke out in the area. So when I saw that, I walked out to a vantage point here where I can kind of look northbound, and I get a pretty good view of the kind of the valley, basically running from north of Valencia all the way to the, I guess it would be the southeast toward Castaic and beyond. And obviously I'm seeing a lot of smoke, a lot of black smoke. I'm also able from here to see some of the airdrops that are going on. But as for whether the college is in direct impact of it, it isn't at this point, especially the way the wind is blowing.
Well, Dave, I'm sure that you can smell the smoke, but what is it like when you get that notification from the college, having been in this building and seeing so closely what happened with the Eaton fire and the Palisades fire? What is it like when you get that text while you're at work?
Well, Philip, honestly, it wasn't unexpected. When I walked in today, the winds were a little up. I knew we were under red flag conditions that obviously other areas here in Southern California have gone through some tremendous damage here in the past 2 weeks. And everybody up here in Santa Cruz, I think, was kind of anticipating that. We were surprised that with all the winds blowing the last, 2 to 3 weeks, that it hadn't happened here. So I would be lying if I said that I was shocked, and that no, I was not shocked that we got this notification, because I was kind of expecting it to happen last week, if you will.
So at this point, Dave, classes are still underway. The campus is, under routine. There's nothing unusual about this fire, and the classes are not being impacted, and students are still there and not concerned at this point.
Yeah, so Giovanna, it's actually kind of interesting. I'm standing here on the deck, and I can see smoke in the distance, black smoke. I can actually see when they're doing the drops in the distance. I can see the red stuff that they drop. And then I look down, and I can see the baseball field, which is just to my left, and the baseball players are still practicing out on the field like it's just another day. I'm seeing students walk to and from class here on campus, and it's kind of business as usual here at COC. But yet, a handful of miles to the north here, I'm literally, as I'm on the phone with you, I'm looking right at where the fire looks like it started, and the line on the ridge with the smoke, and then I can absolutely seeing it blowing from right to left. It's just absolutely, there's this one part of the sky that's absolutely black, but I'm not smelling any smoke, because the wind at this point is, I think, swirling and blowing away from campus, but of course that might change as the wind shifts.
Well, as you watch, Dave, you mentioned a moment ago you could see the Phos-Chek drops, the retardant, but we're watching, while you see your perspective, we're watching helicopter after helicopter. It is almost an assembly line of drops of water. They're not fighting, you're not seeing much of the helicopters on your side of the fire, right?
No, I'm not. Actually, it's hard for me to see any of that. I've seen an occasional plane, but to be honest with you, Philip, I've got a big set of trees between my balcony and where the fire line is, so I can see sort of the ridge, but to the right of the ridge where it started, I would randomly see in the last couple of minutes either flame, which we just saw now, I can see flame actually licking up the hillside over there, and I've also seen bright red, which to me I figured had to be one of those drops.
Okay. Dave, thank you very much. Dave Brill, a coworker of ours who coincidentally is a broadcast instructor at College of the Canyons. So thank you for your perspective of what we've been able to see from College of the Canyons. Smoke is going to be a major issue for Castaic and the area around it, Santa Clarita. Let's go back to Dave Brill. He's at College of the Canyons, and we spoke with him on a phone a moment ago. He's a coworker of ours, friend. And Dave, we can see from your camera now how smoke is playing out. So it doesn't look like smoke is too much of a situation for you at College of the Canyons.
No, it really isn't. Although I'm actually got a compressed look at here through my phone, but you can see that basically that it's burning essentially north of the campus. And as I've been standing here, probably the last 15 or 20 minutes, it's been interesting to see kind of the smoke. It thins out at times and then it gets thicker again. And I'm noticing, for example, on the right hand side of my screen, to the right of those water towers directly in the middle of my screen, that it looks like that the fire is actually burning a little bit further to the right as it was earlier. And certainly you can see the smoke has gotten thicker to the left. And if I pan over here, you can see that let me zoom out a little bit here, guys. Sorry, I'm doing this with an iPhone 8, forgive me.
Yeah.
But basically, this is how far I have a view of where the fire is.
Sure.
And so it's really definitely blowing from right to left as I look at it here at College of the Canyons. So, and there's just people walking around just like normal, nothing going on. Baseball is to my left. There's a cart going by, a security cart, but right now it's business as usual at the college.
Yeah. Well, it's good to know that everyone is safe there, Dave. So thank you for bringing us those images, and thanks and keep us posted. We'll continue to check in with you.